What? Jet already had one.
Wait, what?
Jet already had one. Well, then you can have one.
I'm getting mom soda. Or pop.
I can hear you, yes.
How's your weekend been, Lee?
It has been fantastic. It's Thanksgiving long weekend up here, so...
Right, that's right. Happy Canadian Thanksgiving.
So we had our dinner last night. I pretty much have eaten for 2 days straight. Like, I don't think I've gone more than 15 to 20 minutes without putting food in my mouth.
Yeah, I approve of that. I mean, except when you're sleeping, but I don't know if we can really count that in the metric.
Yeah, no, and it's a little ridiculous. Like, I put my gear on and I'm like, oh man, I'm like stuffed.
Well, there's this comedian that does this joke about, like, you know, at some point, like when you get older, you got to put your pants on and you lean forward and your like waistband flips forward.
Yeah.
But then if you like stand up straight, it flips back.
Yeah.
And then, you know, there's another stage in your life when you put your pants on and your waistband flips forward, you go to stand up straight and it doesn't flip back. And you're like, wait a minute, you're supposed to, where's the snap? Where's the snap of the flip back?
Hey, Freezy, thank you very much for the follow.
Well, I'm glad you guys have family up, or you guys, I mean, I know you're on the island, I'm not sure if you've got all your family around there with you, or...
Most of my family lives in Nanaimo, but we're still sort of under, like, lockdown-y type condition. Yeah. Our kids are under the vaccination age, so we're trying to sort of limit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I hear that.
Hey, Freezy, how's it going?
Yes. Well, I'm glad you guys are staying healthy. We got neighbors across the street that got COVID, so thankfully they've the mom that got it, she had vaccinated, so she got a breakthrough case, but she had next to no symptoms. And then they got 4 kids, 1 in college and 3 teenagers, and 2 of the teenagers got it, and they're just kind of like typical whiny teenagers that get sick. So thankfully they're not, you know, feeling terrible.
Yeah, I know since school started, there's been a few cases in my kids' school, but luckily they've been fine.
Good.
It's a Specialized Revenge 2016.
Havoc on Tuesday night. So I think, are you riding? Are you with Affogato in the same division?
I rode with Rage last Thursday.
Okay. Well, are you doing
which-
ZRL Tuesdays?
Oh, sorry, yes, ZRL, yes. They're in the same, Affogato is in our division, yes.
Cool. Yeah, well, that'll be fun because wife's going out of town on. I guess we'll start here in like 15 seconds. I guess my wife's going out of town with mother-in-law on Thursday, so I'm not gonna be able to ride because my bike's out in the shed, and I'm not just gonna like leave the kids locked in the house.
Yeah.
I mean, they'd probably be okay, but like not the best idea. So I'll do Tuesday ZRL, and I'll do it East and then West. So I'll do a race, Division C3 with the Dirty Dogs, and then I'll jump over with the Havoc on for AM West. So that should be fun.
Yeah, Affogato, they kicked the TT's butt on the first race.
That's good.
And then I think Eric, he won the race on Tuesday.
Nice. Yeah, I did pretty good on my we're in C3, so not the top division, in AM West. So I ended up in 6th place, and I picked up a fair few points. So we'll see how it goes. I'm not such a sprinter, so I'm not sure how this course is going to go. There's the sprint, and then there's that long climb, and then the sprint again. So we'll see how things go. We shall see.
Yeah, I always have a plan until the race starts.
Yeah, there's
And
that
that's
classic Tyson quote, everyone has a plan until they're punched in the mouth.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. It was like, okay, I'm going to try to go stay with the group, maybe go for a sprint. And it's like the first 2 minutes, it's maybe I'll just hold on for dear life.
Yeah, I did okay. I almost blacked out at the top of that second climb. I think my heart rate hit like 195, and I was just standing and grinding away. It was fun, but it was very painful. So I figure why not do it 2 times?
2 times.
And then this week, the course is going to be even more interesting just because it starts on that downhill, which will be good for you and I, who are not lightweights. But some of those really light sprinters are going to have to work hard. I wonder if there'll be like a split that forms like almost right at the beginning if you don't keep up with the speed.
Yeah, could be, yeah.
Oh, man. We got all these people out here, and I guess you and I are the only ones that want to talk to each other.
A lot of people don't understand the Discord. They don't realize how much faster it makes time go.
It does. Get someone to talk to, and all of a sudden you're like, okay, that wasn't so bad. 2 hours, or however long.
I think I may have picked the wrong bike.
I suppose as long as you're not on the mountain bike, you'll be okay.
Yeah, I'm on the cross bike. I heard the cross bike.
Yeah.
The cross bike is supposed to be fast on this route. There's a lot of pavement so far.
I've been rocking this Cervelo S5 with the disc wheels for a while. It's been pretty good. I gave up on the Tron a while ago just because I don't like that I can't see myself in the draft, and
I can't stand that.
And the Cervelo is pretty decent. I mean, I'm not at that level where like, riding the Tron or another bike is really going to make that much of a difference.
No.
So.
No, I need the mental image knowing that I'm drafting.
Yeah, because sometimes I think to myself, I'm definitely not drafting, but my dude's sitting up. Because I realize you can be a lot further back than you think you can. So a lot of our TTTs were also bunched together because we're afraid of losing the draft. But you can be a good 2-3 meters off and still draft.
Oh yeah, and
Now,
especially with the latest draft dynamics, it's
Yep.
better to be a meter or two back.
yeah, because it'll kick you off to the side.
Yeah.
Hey, we ride a TTT and you'll be pulling, and you're like in the middle of the road, and your whole team's riding on the shoulder. Like, what in the hell?
Yeah.
Anyhow, I'm curious to see if they're going to redo those, because they made a post a few weeks ago about like updated bunch dynamics.
Yeah.
And I'm curious to see how that pans out. It's just like we've almost kind of gotten used to the way it is now, just to find out they're going to change it all again.
I was really good at the original version.
Yeah. Once I learned how to moderate my cadence, I was much better. Like, I was racing in a TTT with Sully the other day, and I was wheel 2, and he was wheel 3, and I was getting kind of gassed. I was like, Sully, let's switch spots. He was like, okay. So I floated back a little bit, and he floated forward, and we just like switched spots and held the line, and everything was fine. So, but a lot of that I did with cadence and not necessarily watts changing. So I dropped my cadence a fair bit, but kept my watts consistent, and my guy drifted, and Sully was able to bring his cadence up but keep his watts pretty consistent, and he drifted ahead of me. And then once we passed each other, we leveled back out to our normal cadence. So it was pretty fun. Got like this whole OTR team all up in the mix. I don't know if they're with our jam and messing us up, or we're messing them up. I don't know. All up in their business right here. I am pretty excited to watch some of the Premier Division stuff tomorrow.
Yeah. That's always exciting.
Yeah, absolutely. Some of the streams are going to be great. It's going to be an absolute smash fest. It's going to be disgusting. Curious to see what teams will come out and how well they'll do. So here's the first sprint. Bus mark there. Trying to find some good landmarks.
Like 5 kilometers so far of pretty much dead flat.
Yep. Come around this turn. Here's the thing, but you got to start the sprint way earlier because I think this is a super short sprint. It is a sprint. Oh yeah, it's like barely 200 meters. Yeah, 130 meters.
Oh, that's tiny.
Yeah, if you haven't started your sprint before the sprint started, then you're not done. Might as well. Sprint's gonna start way back. I got some course notes. What are some course notes? Let me look at these guys. Okay.
Pretty much go for it.
Doc.
The moment you see the banner.
Yeah. Huh. My Zwifting computer doesn't have Microsoft Office on it, so I can't open that. That's funny. Entertaining. Yeah, Doc sent a thing that someone made a course profile. And I was going to look at the markers, but can't open it. That's right. I'll read when I drink my coffee tomorrow. He sprinted 4.4, yeah. 18. And the village sprint at 11. Yeah, because this is that climb up the hill. Yeah, Lee, there's this little downhill right when you get into the city, right around 6.2. Go down, up, down. See that? Good for the big guys.
Thanks for the ride on, Bike Beast. I just switched to the TT bike to see if I can close the gap.
You're close.
You guys are about a minute or so. I was like
Who's with me?
busting my butt on the gravel bike, and you guys are pulling away. And I was doing like 0.7 watts per kg more. I'm going, man. Hey. Oh,
Hey, hey.
What's going
How are
on?
you? Not a whole
Good,
lot.
good.
Just wanted to see what that sprint felt like. It felt okay.
Yes.
I'm not gonna be able to do that in the race because I did like 1.5, 2.2 to get to that spot. So, how's your weekend, man, Bobby?
Pretty good. Quiet.
It's nice.
Good
Wife's
to-
still out of town. Or
Just,
lady?
yeah, for the next 3 weeks. Yeah,
Okay. Boy,
that's good. Kids are good.
that's good. They're young, aren't they? Like 6 and something or other.
Yeah. Well, 13, 11, 4, and 2.
Okay.
But,
So if you average it, maybe it's 6.
Yes.
Yeah. It's 13 going on like 35. Oh man, that's fun.
Yeah, they're good. They could be worse.
Yeah, yeah. And my son he's 8 and he's going through some growing pains because he's always been in like the top percentile for height, which is weird because I'm only 5'10". I mean, I guess it's not super weird. My dad was like 6'2", my uncle's like 6'3", but still.
Huh.
Nice. His son he's 8 and he's 4.5 feet tall. We just measured him yesterday for his half birthday. But he's got like these long legs, and I'm pretty sure he's getting it's what they call Schlatters, which is when your body gets longer than your muscles can grow with you, and so you get like literally like stretching pains on all of your tendons.
Yeah, I
So-
had that. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah. So he woke up a couple of times last night just saying his leg hurt. So yeah. Nothing you can do about it. I mean, I rub it out and try to get him to go back to sleep, but that's about it. Okay. Hey, Brian.
Name.
I can't believe Paul let us keep the name Paul's Kittens.
hey, General,
Yeah, I
thanks for the ride
with it
on.
as my tag. That's all right.
Yeah.
Nobody's meowed at me yet. It could be worse.
Yeah. I saw it up there and I was like, the kittens are here. Oh, man. He must not mind it so much. He was joking when we did the TTT this past Thursday. He was like, yeah, I even have a team named after me and my kittens. So, he's bored about it. Mainly because I wasn't going to change it. But it's good fun. So, oh man. You hear anything fun this weekend, Brian? Was that you who did that half marathon, or was that Randy that ran?
No, I did. Yeah, I did a half marathon this morning on the treadmill.
Ooh.
Yeah,
parts
not
are you?
fun.
Yeah.
Not fun. Not gonna do that again.
Do you do it with like do you do Swift running on it, or is it
Yeah. Yeah.
oh, well, that at least makes it a little bit better.
A little bit. Yeah. Gotta find something good on Netflix. That's what really helps.
Yeah. Yep.
You guys watch the Squid?
The show? I've heard about it. Tell me more about it though.
What the hell is it all about?
It's weird. It's weird. So initially, that's the show that was. I think they filmed it like many years ago. Like I would say 7 years ago.
Okay.
But that's what I heard. And the thing is that it never got picked up because it wasn't really. I mean, it is special, but now with people being all like in distress and depressed with COVID and stuff like that, they've got nothing to lose, and that's pretty much what the show is about.
Okay.
People that got nothing in front of them and want to go for a bunch of money. That's all it is.
Wow.
So, yeah, they go through a lot of shit. It's good. So the first episode is really nothing. I mean, it took me up to like I had to watch the second one to really get hooked on it.
Okay.
So
let me give it a go. A lunchtime watch.
Yeah, we were just saying
yeah, it's
that.
good. And
There's also
so
one
people that
super
are
short
actually
sprint.
like can speak Korean, so they watch the show in the original language, the original soundtrack, and then they go with the closed caption. They say that it changed the whole show.
Oh, weird.
So I don't know if it's the same for the English soundtrack, but I don't know. Some stuff sounds weird, but I guess I mean it is translation after all.
Yeah. Yeah.
I really enjoy the overacting of it.
Like,
So
also, like the actors, or is it the host, or is it like the contestants, or both?
Just the I find a lot of sort of like Japanese and Korean shows
Okay.
and movies. The people just like the actors just are really animated.
So what I found with this show is there's one actor in particular that exemplifies exactly what you're saying.
Yeah. And then
Everybody
you
else
combine it
seemed
with
fine
like
to me.
and then you combine the sort of overacting with the weird English subtitles, and you're going like, what the heck?
Oh man. It's also so funny because when I think of like Korean folks, I think of like very reserved, calm people, and maybe that's just because that's all the Koreans I've met. Like, we got a guy that works in my office that's Korean, and I just wouldn't imagine him being that way because that's not his personality. So,
Yes.
but that's my sample size of one, but I'm generalizing to the whole population. You excited about this race on Tuesday, Bobby?
Yeah, that's the course, right?
Yep, that's what we're on.
Yeah, I like this one.
It should be fun to start. I was telling Lee at the beginning, the start should be really interesting because it starts on a downhill. So it'll be super critical to start off super fast to stay with that group if you want to hang with them, because the splits will just spread so fast.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's almost a kilometer of downhill from the start. But it'll be interesting because these are super narrow roads, and I wonder how they're going to crowd everyone into the, like, does the Zwift game keep everyone on like the left side of the road even when there's 100 people?
I think so.
As best as I can, yeah.
That'll be interesting. So
Well, it'll be really
yeah, this spring
interesting
coming
with
up here for you guys.
Pack Dynamics 3, where the people go around each other rather than through.
Yeah.
So you'll get these really long spread out packs rather than a big blob.
Yeah, that will be interesting.
So positioning
Yeah, I
might
think,
make
like,
more of a difference. Because you might
It'll
be
make
with the front group.
TTTs nicer, but
Oh yeah, but I mean in like a Rhea ZRL, you could be with the
Yeah.
front group, but you could still be 20 seconds back from the leader.
it's true.
Yeah.
It will be
40
interesting.
meters.
Yeah, Bobby, I was telling the guys earlier, I've got wife's out of town this weekend, and so I won't be able to race over the weekend on Thursday. So I decided to do ZRL 2 times on Tuesday. So I'm gonna race America's East, and then I'll jump over with the Rascals, and I'll race America's West.
Wow.
And
So, are they all B races or C races?
just C races, so I think that's why. And it's nice because this A and B, you guys will do 3 laps. The C race will only do 2 laps, so it'll really just be like, it'll be a total of 4 laps for me, so it'll be a little bit, quote, easier.
That's
Not that
nice.
It's going to be easy, but it won't be 6 laps. So it should still be fun and painful. I'm excited. Yeah. I may pick one of their teams on Thursday, see if they need a DS. I'll just sit on my couch with the beer and DS a team on Thursday. Lee, this climb will be a fun spot on the race where we are now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Climb into the city.
Not too bad though. Like, but this whole race with 2 laps is going to be 250 meters.
Yeah. Yeah, and I was like, we're for the most part slow pedaling this, and we're going to finish in like 40 minutes. Maybe 40, a little over 40. So 2 laps is going to be super quick.
Oh, for sure, Barney. It's going to be crazy fast, this course. Like, it's like 0% and -1 the whole time. And then it goes to 5% for one little climb, right back to 0. Oh, the turkey's catching up with me on the second lap. Ooh. It's feeling decent on the first lap. Pushed it a bit too hard to catch you, Skip. Now I'm hurting.
Uh-oh. Okay. There you go.
I haven't even had dinner yet.
Oh man, I had breakfast for dinner. I was telling you guys earlier. Oh man, it was so good. I don't want to brag, but I make pretty killer pancakes. So I had a lot of them. And I did this thing. I call them pancake hot dogs. So I get a pancake and I fold it in half and I stuff bacon in it, and then I smear jelly on the inside of it, and then I eat it.
Ooh. I have to say,
It's really good.
Yep.
So not healthy for you, but yeah,
You
it
must
is
be-
turkey bacon, so it's both
you
cheating and
must,
not cheating.
you must be a dad. 'Cause I think every
Oh, yeah,
dad
for sure.
thinks they're the pancake champion.
Yeah. Well, no, don't take this from me, Lee. I am the pancake champion. I only have Waffle House pancakes for my kids to compare them to.
Yeah.
So, but still. But yeah. That said, we're all pancake champions in my book. I like making waffles too, but they take so
Forever.
long. I do one waffle at a time. I gotta start them at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon to get enough for dinner. It's like, wife's like, what are you doing? I'm still making waffles.
Yeah.
So,
15
what have
minutes
you done this
per
weekend?
waffle.
Waffles.
yeah, waffles. I'm starting Saturday. We'll eat Sunday. And waffles are they're so good, but they're so unhealthy for you. Like, if you've ever made waffles from scratch, it's so much oil.
Yes. It's like three
you
quarters
make
of a cup.
pancakes. Yeah, I know. You make pancakes and it's like 2 tablespoons of oil. You make the same batch of waffles and it's like put a half a cup of oil in there. I'm like, what? So I eat those sparingly because it's like a meal and a half for eating 2 waffles. And who eats just 1 waffle? Nobody. And then if there's extra waffles, then I make them into peanut butter sandwiches the next day. Naturally.
Ooh, there you go.
So good. Wife gets upset when I smash it in the waffle and then I put it in the toaster with the peanut butter on it. Can't keep
Or
buying
you got
toasters,
to
man.
try the waffle recipe. That's like dough, not like a batter.
Okay.
It's actually like true waffles, and you make it like a bread, like yeast and everything.
That does sound tasty. I'm gonna Google that. So.
So, I upgraded my laptop.
Tell me about it. Tell us about it.
I went, I had an Asus G71 from 2012.
2012.
So it was running 2012, yeah. So it was running Zwift on low to mid detail setup, and I was probably getting 30 FPS, and all I had was a 17-inch external monitor to go with it through VGA. So, needless to say, that my iPhone could do better than that for graphics.
Yeah, a little bit.
And well, I think the graphic card in it is like a 560, which was at the time a killer.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So now, when I got an MSI,
Oh.
and and I've got a 24-inch monitor hooked up to it through DisplayPort.
Yeah. Yeah.
I went around with Clara Cadence last night, with a bunch of people for about an hour 20, and lowest FPS at ultra setting was 68.
Nice.
I'm quite happy
like-
with that.
Yeah, it's like a whole new game. You're like, I can see like all sorts of new things.
Yes, I see birds and animals on the side. It's crazy. I didn't even know those existed.
Like, yeah, because that's what they do. Like, you can tweak the Zwift settings in like the configuration files, and you can add shadows even if your system doesn't really want to.
Yeah.
That's what they do. Like, so. Yeah, that's pretty funny. Well, I'm happy for you, Bobby. 24-inch monitor, nice crisp screen. Man.
And I can run Discord, Spotify, and Zwift at the same time.
All
so
at the same time, and your CPU is not screaming at
and
you.
it's not melting. No, yeah,
Yeah.
that's good.
Yeah. Yeah, Discord is what usually gets it for me. It's what keeps me a little high on the CPU usage. But
And it's surprisingly how Zwift is demanding on the CPU. Look, I'll just start it up. I'm not even, like, my trader's not even hooked up or anything. It's just at the pairing screen. And I'll have that warning, that it hit 100% of CPU usage. Like, what the heck?
Yeah, Zwift is not the most optimized game out there.
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I'm looking at mine now. Zwift is at 28, using 28%. OBS is using 27%. So,
Oh,
and now the other ones are like 9, 10, like cameras and a few other. And Discord's at like 4 or 5%. But yeah, it's you don't need a ton of RAM, but it uses a ton on your CPU. So and I don't know if, like Bobby, you were saying, it just needs one core, but I wonder if they need to do something so they can make use of more than one. That's about as much technology that I know, so I can't talk any more intelligent than that.
The thing, I think it's they couldn't really do that unless they reprogram the whole thing.
Okay.
That's my understanding of it. So
Okay.
I
Makes
heard they're in
sense.
the process of doing that.
well, they're gonna have to at one point.
I think it was last year when they had that full day shutdown. I think that's what they were doing, was adding like a new bottom end to the game so they can build things properly.
Because I'm pretty sure they could keep the graphics and all. It's pretty. It's nothing crazy, and or they could use any other engine. There's probably like 5 or 6 good engines out there that could run this game on the graphics side.
Yeah.
If they would have to get rid of this, but I don't even think they would.
Yeah, it's interesting. I wonder, like, there's so much stuff that I don't know. Like, I DS'd the team a few weeks ago, and I think I told you guys this on the some of you guys this, but when I was DSing them, I usually use game time to call the pulls. Like a year off at 13 minutes, and someone else is on at 13:30, and the riders kept getting confused because they're like, "Why am I on now?" Because I'd call them up there, and the 5 different riders on the team had 5 different game times. They were all off by like a spread of like 4 to 5 seconds.
That's happened to us in a team time trial before.
So it just makes it super. And I don't know if it's because they're like all on different servers or something. But like we had one of the girls was from Sweden, 2 were from the UK, and 2 of them were from the States. So I'm not sure if like latency or some other technology word that makes more sense does anything there, but it was super weird.
Yeah, we were doing like 1-minute polls, and they'd be like, "Lee, you're up in 10 seconds." And I'm looking at the clock going, it says 9:30. Like 10 seconds? Like what?
Like a 20-second delay.
Yeah.
Yeah, a minute 30 pulls for you, Lee.
So
Yeah.
that puts the starting TTT delay back into perspective as to how accurate that can be.
It's true. And I wonder how because I was Martin and Steve, the 2 guys, they don't use Zwift Power anymore. They have a feed directly from Zwift, so they get the fit files directly from Zwift now instead of Zwift Power. So
Yeah.
I wonder what they see in the log files and stuff and how it pans itself out. It's pretty interesting.
Well, and then if people's times are out like that, makes me wonder when you see sprint finishes and the top 5 is all within like, 0.4 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then some guys get like, you'll see that someone's ahead of you, but then when you finish, their time will be like faster or slower than you when it loads up. So you're like, I crossed the line, but you finished faster just in an overall race, just because sometimes where it shows you is not the same place where you actually are.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen that like live on the result page. So I would finish the race, and then you have like the placement page pop up, and I see a guy behind me, and he just like snapping a finger, boop, reappears on top of me. Like, what the heck?
Yeah, but it's always confused me. Like, I get that the technology's hard, but there's like multiplayer like games like Call of Duty that do it with bullets. And
Yeah.
if they can like put bullets in the right spot,
Exactly.
they should be able to put like my 80-kilogram body in the right spot on the road.
And it's not like, I mean, like let's talk about Battlefield right now. There's 126 people on one map at any given time, and that's one map. There's probably like, I don't know, 100 server. And yeah, for a bullet to go like across half the map in what, 1/3 of a second, nah, less than that, and to hit the spot, I don't know. Yeah, there's something that can be done.
And if no one's complaining there that things are off, then you think they could figure it out here.
Yeah.
So Zwift, if you're listening, we know you can do better.
Well, that's like I play World
believe
of Warcraft with my wife quite a bit, and if I'm looking at her screen and I move my character, we're talking like milliseconds when
Yes,
my
you see
character
it.
moves on her screen. And
But
my character is in the exact same spot on her screen as it is on my screen.
yeah, it has to. Otherwise, it'd be useless to play. Because I mean, like everything depends on where your character is.
Yeah, it's positioning and boss fights and
Yeah, loot. So that might. I mean, if there's a server near your place, that could explain why it's so quick. But I mean, even if you're across the country, it shouldn't take 3 seconds for you to be in the right spot.
I agree. So
yeah, because like most people's pings are like, 40 milliseconds,
Yes.
when they're playing those kind of games. And in like 10 years, Swift will be awesome.
yeah,
And we'll all be talking about how when it first came out, you couldn't even ride with your friends and all that.
no holograms or anything.
Oh.
So yeah.
Talking to my friend on the
Do you
phone,
remember
where
when-
are you?
When your screen was flat.
Yeah, it was flat.
You had to pick up your phone. You had to hold it.
Ah,
Touch the screen.
Yeah.
that's. I feel like my parents were with me, because I say that stuff all the time to my kids. Like, when I was a kid, we had like cassette tapes, and you had to wait for a song to come on the radio and press record.
Yes.
Because my kids would always be like,
I had to explain the radio to my son.
yeah. They're like, oh, they're like, we like that song. Play it again. I'm like, it's the radio. You can't. It's just plays what it does.
Yeah.
And then they just get this blank stare on their face, like, I don't get it.
Don't bullshit me.
Yeah, come on, Dad. This isn't
I
a
just-
joke.
I used to have
I
to
just heard
wait
it. Play again.
till Tuesday at 7:30 to watch my TV show. And if I missed it, I missed it.
Yeah. I'll have to wait till the end of the season to watch the replays.
Yeah. And even the replays are once a week.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
There's a YouTube video about teenagers seeing the first computer, like the first Macintosh computer. The square screen with square box,
Yeah.
all in one box. They couldn't even. They didn't even realize it was a computer. What's this?
Go home. That's what it is.
Man, Skip, that was a 24-minute lap.
Yeah, and that wasn't like fast. I mean,
No,
it was
like-
slow, but
The C race is
Oh.
going to be like 40 minutes.
maybe. Because I've been riding for 50 minutes, and is that the second lap, or was that our third? No, we're on our.
That was our
yeah,
second
we're
lap.
on our third lap
At
now.
least third, yeah. At the end of third for us, I think.
Yeah. So my lap counter showed it. Yeah. It's gonna be so
Well,
fast.
How many kilometers is one lap?
Yeah, a lap is 12.8 kilometers.
And it was like 150 meters of climb, or no, 100 meters per lap. That's nothing.
Yep, so it'll be a really interesting race. Yeah, I knew it was kind of weird with kids when my daughter was 2 and she went to go touch the TV to change something. I was like, sweetie, you just can't. It's broke. It's broke. It doesn't work.
It's broke.
She just looked at me, just shrugged, and she went and did something else.
The fact
So-
set.
Yeah. Daddy broke the TV. I'm over here crying in the corner. I did break it. I did.
Yeah. Need another one.
Yeah. Yeah. My goodness. Lee, I had an OBS Revolution.
Did ya?
Revolution. So
Yeah,
I
Revelation?
realized I didn't really like watching my stream personally with the stuff all moving every 30 seconds, but
Oh yeah.
you can pull the chat windows out of OBS and move them wherever you want.
Yes, you can. I don't do that very often, but
So I get my full ZIF screen over here, and then I've got chat off to one side and my audio mixer out. And those are the only two things I like to keep an eye on. So I was excited to learn that. Now I don't have to look at myself on my own camera anymore. I can glance off to the left if I want to oh yeah, there you are, bud. So
Skip, you were talking about the task manager and viewing how CPU was doing and GPU and all that.
yeah.
I pulled that up. I'm watching my CPU, and I've got 16 boxes, so that's 8 cores with 16 logical processors. Anyway, one of them is blue, completely blue. Just 100% all the time.
Zwift.
That's all it does, yeah.
It's your Zwift one. Zwift does.
That's my Zwift core right there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just, I think that's been the limiting factor on this is my CPU, because I've just got that old i3. Not old, it's a newer one, but it's just small. My GPU is an RX 570, the 8 gig, and so it never uses all of its memory, and it never gets too hot. Like right now, it's running at 45% at 70 degrees Celsius, and I think max temperature is like in the 90s when you're really like overclocking it and stuff.
Yeah.
But my CPU's been between 85 and 100 since I turned everything on. So it's one thing I've never changed. I've never changed a CPU on a board before. So I'm nervous even if I found like an OK i5 or i7 or something like that. I don't know how to change it.
oh, it's super easy, man. Super easy.
Yeah, the processor isn't the CPU isn't the issue. It's the cooler and the paste.
Okay.
But even that's not that big of a deal.
Well, if I ever decide to do it, I'll take a bunch of pictures and you guys can tell me what not to touch.
It's pretty and there's like so many videos on YouTube.
True.
Everybody
Pretty
has
much there's one latch. Like once you get the cooler off, there's one latch holding the CPU on that you undo the latch, and boom, the CPU just falls out.
Yeah,
And you can only put the new one in one way anyways. There's like a little keyed slot.
It's pretty idiot-proof, so maybe I can do it. I'm all worried about
It's
nothing.
pretty easy.
Yeah. Really, the only thing you want to be careful about is not to touch the pins underneath, but that's it.
Okay. Good to know. So don't try to touch it with my tongue or anything?
No,
Especially
no
tongue,
licking
yeah,
it.
it doesn't like
Okay.
wet. It doesn't like moist.
Okay. Yeah, that's how I check my 9-volt batteries. I just stick them to my tongue, so I didn't know if it was the same.
Same here. Yeah, there's no power in this unless you plug it.
Oh my gosh. My daughter was swinging on the swing today, and she bit her tongue.
Oh,
Came running in the house, like the tip of her tongue was bleeding. She's like, "Daddy, I bit my tongue." I'm like, "I'm sorry, baby." She's like, "What do I do?" You don't do anything.
Just put it back in.
You just don't bite it again. It's like, I was like, you want me to put a Band-Aid on it? I said, "Daddy, you can't put a Band-Aid on a tongue."
Exactly.
That's it.
and
Don't
it
eat
all
anything spicy
happened
for a little while.
happened
And
on
salty.
your watch while your wife was away.
Yeah.
It's the first thing your kid's gonna say to your wife when she gets back is,
Yeah.
"I bit my tongue while I was on the screen," and your wife's gonna be like, "Weren't you watching the kids while I was gone? What was happening?" Kids biting their tongues.
It's like, they can't even swing safely with you here, man.
Yeah.
We've got one rule between my wife and I. If you're not there when it happens, there's nothing you can say about it.
Well, I
Yeah,
like that
that's
rule.
it, pretty much.
But obviously, the kids will whine about it, and that's all good.
The ratchet out, yeah.
But she's got no say.
Yeah. Yeah, my kid threw me under the bus the other day. We were doing something, and I forget what it was, and she ran inside. She goes, "Daddy told me to do this."
Ah,
Come
Uh-oh.
on. At least let her figure it out on her own. Oh. That's okay. They're fun. They are fun. I'd rather them be brutally honest than like, sneaky and lying all the time.
Oh yeah,
Very true.
backstabbers.
Kids are great. I like
Got enough of those at work, so don't leave them at home.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man.
Where are you at, Skip, for distance?
Right now I'm at 31.3. So, on the course. I was excited. I'm killing my weekly goal. My goal is 161 kilometers or 100 miles a week. And I'm at like probably close to 200 kilometers so far this week.
Nice.
Pretty excited. I was trying to hit 100 miles a week for the year, so 5,200 miles. So what's that, 8,000 kilometers or something like that? Whatever 161 times 52 is. So, and I think I'm on track to finish that this year. It's like triple the miles that I did last year. So,
Yeah. There's no way I can do what I did last year with COVID. Like April and May,
yeah.
that's what I was doing. Just Swifting for like 3 hours a day, 3-4 hours a day.
Yeah.
There's no catching up on this, but
Yeah, it's hard. It's like, what else are you going to do? Nothing. I'm going to go ride.
yeah, that's it. What are you doing today? Zwift?
Yeah.
What about that?
Why do you
Zwift,
Zwift all
maybe.
the time? Like, what else am I going to do? Nap?
Exactly.
Up the hill we go, Lee. How'd your legs feel after that TTT, Bobby?
Pretty good. I mean, they were
You're
they
tired.
were shot after, but I didn't ride. Yes, I didn't ride Friday. It was quick. I mean, it felt good on the pulls,
Yeah.
and obviously last lap was
Oh yeah.
all or nothing, but it was painful, but all fun.
I agree. That last leg snapper was painful.
Oh. Well, all of them were, and even I think Derek was saying, yeah, 3.5s. Okay, 3.5.
No, we were all
4.5 or something like that.
4, 5, 5, 0 up
Yeah.
the thing.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I wasn't gonna sit back. That's all. All right,
Yeah.
let's do it.
Yeah.
I'm just glad I wasn't the one pulling right after that.
yeah. Yeah, Paul was usually pretty fresh at the top of the hill.
Yes.
So then he had to fight a little bit coming down, but he was okay.
One I'm really impressed with is Meliki.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
The kid is awesome. Yeah, he's 13, and he's got that. He can stay with the pack as long as he doesn't end up like rider number 8. He can
Yeah.
stay with the group. He's not good for pulls, just because his watts end up being so low. Like 4.5 for him is like 200 watts.
Yeah.
So, but he can stay with the group and he can rocket up the climbs. And he's been really good about catching back on after the climb. So it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's fun to see it go.
When you keep someone like that, just use them to fill the gaps.
That's what we've been doing. He stays between spots 2 and like as long as he's not the last rider. So between 2 and 7 or 2 and 6. Just because he's so light, as soon as he's the last rider, it just basically spits him off the back hard. So we've been when there's any kind of hill on the course, we just let him loose up the hill, and he gets way ahead of us because it's pretty easy for him on the hills, but then he has to sprint downhill. So then we'll catch him on the downhills, and he'll do like one of those sink and sprint maneuvers to tuck back into the draft, and then he'll just keep on going. So he's gotten pretty good at that, and the group has as well. Yeah, it's fun because he rides right next to his dad. His dad is encouraging him, so pretty fun. Then he goes off and goes to school.
I think that'd be super fun to do like a team time trial all in the same room.
Yeah.
Oh yes. And I think we'd be pushing even further because when you see the guys next to you like giving it all, there's
Yeah,
nothing you can do.
You're not gonna sit up and be like, "You got it."
Yeah. There's nothing else you can do than just push more.
Yep. That would be pretty nuts. I tried to convince the local bike shop to do like bring your own trainer day,
Yeah.
but they thought it was too dorky.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. So
I
we're
like
too
the
much work
idea, though.
for both. Yeah. Everyone brings their own trainer and a laptop or an iPad or something. Just clear out part of the shop and have everyone set out and have at it.
You know what? I think I'm gonna try to do that on base.
Nice. That'd be awesome.
I mean, I'm sure there's at least 8 guys on base. There's Wifton. I mean, there's 3 of us at the office.
Yeah.
But there's 5,000 people on this base, so I'm sure we can find 8 or 10 guys that do it. That'd be nice.
Yep. And if you've all got like Neos, you don't even have to have power. You can just do it out like the field or something with an iPad or a phone.
Exactly.
You really need space, so that would be fun.
Yeah, I'll probably use the gym and have the showers and all that stuff.
Yep.
The fans and
Sprint contests.
team car.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. That'd be interesting if you could field a TTT team all in the same room. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Everybody yelling at each other all the time. No need to worry about Discord or anything. Just go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder how. I mean, what I'd like to see is an actual TTT, like Tour de France TTT,
Yeah.
and have them mic'd up and see what they say, what they're talking, and how they're talking, and who's
Sure,
talking,
that would be pretty cool.
and what they're saying. I mean, they do it for hockey. They get punched in the face. I'm pretty sure you can do it for a bike, right?
Hey, you okay? I lost a tooth again.
Yeah. Fucking mic in the way.
Just ate it. Oh man. Oh my gosh. It's like that movie Circle, where like they've got this camera that follows them around like all the time, everywhere they go. Pretty mildly interesting.
I thought that was Blair Witch Project, but never heard of
Yeah.
Circle.
It's like this teeny, like sci-fi, teenager-ish sci-fi movie, but plays off a lot of the same the sci-fi tropes. Of,
Yeah, if you want to
computers and cameras following everywhere.
see something cool, just YouTube search Hammer series.
What series?
It's called the Hammer series, and I don't know.
Yeah, Hammer series, yes.
And it was a bunch of team-based road racing events, but they were all fairly short. And I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
the final event was a team time trial, but it was like you were chasing down the other teams.
Yes.
And you had, I think it was a few years ago, it was like photo finish. The teams are doing 70K an hour, full team time trial bikes, passing other teams, and it came down to like a final sprint. Like the one team caught the other team, they turned this hairpin corner, and just like out of the saddle sprint. It's amazing. Gets you so pumped.
Yeah, you see like there's one team in the middle, and then you see one team more passing them on the left. Meanwhile, there's BMC on the right going like 5Ks faster than both those teams, just going through like nothing.
And it's crazy to see because they're on the road on their team time trial bikes, like inches apart, doing 70K an hour.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, I had forgotten about that. Yeah, the Hammer series.
Nuts.
Amazing to watch. Well, it was developed as more of like a spectator-friendly kind of road race series.
Now, the one thing I like to watch too is they had a sprint triathlon series, and that was like Alistair Brownlee or no Johnny Brownlee there, like a ton of very fit guys, and so they would do like 2 or 3 races in one, like 2 or 3 triathlons in one day. So what they do, it's just maybe like a point race. And so the first triathlon would be the regular one, so swim, bike, run. And then the second one would be bike, swim, run. And the last one would be like a run, swim, bike or something like that.
Yeah,
so they mix it up. Yeah. And man, it's fun. They're not long races, but they're intense and it's really close call all the time.
Yeah, because it ends in what, like a 5K run at the end if it's just if the sprints.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, it is a 5K. Yeah.
So that's crazy. I had a buddy that I knew down here that did this thing called the triple decker Ironman. And yeah, so an Ironman is an Ironman, obviously. And then if you do a triple Ironman, that means you do an Ironman a day for 3 days. And then a Deca Ironman is doing 10. And so this event put on a triple Deca Ironman. So you did an Ironman a day for 30 days. Ooh. So they had like 30 people sign up for it. They did it in Europe somewhere. And they had like less than 20 people finish. But he was the only American to finish. But it was crazy just talking to him because he said some of the hardest part was the biking was on a short circuit because they wanted to make sure people don't die.
Yeah,
they're not going to be going out back. But he said, so you would be like on day 10, you would be getting sleepy on the bike, and you just be doing the same circuit over and over. So he said one of the hard things was just trying to stay awake on the bike for the last part of it. I was like, that was the hard part, man.
That's dangerous.
And then he said, another weird thing is like learning how to eat and nutrition while you're swimming. It's like, how do you like chug a gel while you're swimming or eat a granola bar when you're swimming?
Wow.
So, yeah. And he looked like an emaciated person when he finished all those because, obviously that's all they did for 30 days, but I just couldn't imagine. It's just nuts.
You can eat like 6,000 calories a day. You're still in a hole.
He'd be in a deficit. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder like what happens to your body like this 30 Ironman in a row. So
we can say that he's probably fatless at the end of it.
Yeah. It's like those pictures where you look at someone and you can see their muscle fibers. So.
Yeah. I thought you were going to say you can see through them, but
maybe it's possible.
It's the next step.
Yeah. Just see through their legs. Like I'm becoming dyscorporeal. I did so much exercise. Oh my gosh.
Well, I was reading, they're saying that was the problem with the Tour de France, is nutrition. Because no matter how much you eat, your body can't actually absorb the calories.
Yeah.
So you're going in the hole every single day for 3 weeks.
Yeah, I don't exercise that much, and if I don't eat enough, it's not good. And I'm not anywhere close to even near that level. So I even think of like some of those like super heavy bodybuilders that like have to eat like 15,000 calories a day just to feed their muscles, or those like world's strongest men guys.
Yeah.
It's just
Eddie Hall.
Yeah. Oh gosh, I'm assuming you've seen the documentary about him.
Oh yeah.
Just,
the nosebleeds and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So crazy. People can do crazy things with their body.
Yeah.
music's got a little bit of Lion King playing in here. That's fun. No! Minya! There it goes. Yeah, I can honestly say I've never heard like a Lion King remix. They're like got like some like dubstep over top of this stuff.
Wow.
Pretty interesting, yeah. Someone was on something when they made this mix.
Yeah, you gotta love that downhill finish. That is amazing.
Yep. Last lap. People are just gonna be hammering it. It's gonna be so fast.
Going like 75 km an hour down the hill.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just battling for a spot.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know there was a little train off to the side. I've never seen that.
Well, I think I'm gonna go to 40K and call it.
Okay. 1 more kilometer lead. Uno mas.
I'll message you that Hammer Series time trial video.
Oh yeah. Yes,
I'm gonna go
please.
watch it. I'm gonna go watch it now.
Yeah, Lee's like, I gotta finish at 40 because I got a thing to do. So bye.
Yeah.
Really important appointment with the Hammer Series.
Yeah. Yeah, honey, what'd you say? Okay, I'm coming, babe. I'm coming.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, man. Okay.
Oh, I just got the dinner alert.
Uh-oh. That's
I
a
got
good
an
alert.
email. Yeah, definitely.
All right.
Well, thanks for the invite, Skip.
Yeah, man, I'll do these every Sunday because I ride it this time anyway, so I'll send them out to a bunch of folks. You can join, not join, you won't hurt my feelings. So if you need some you time and you don't want to chat on Discord, you won't hurt anybody's feelings either.
All right, see ya.
So,
All good.
yeah. Bobby, I thought Canadians were nice. Calm down.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Just if you're not on Discord, we might talk about you.
That's true. Oh my gosh. Oh man. Bobby, are you East Coast Canada?
Yeah.
Where are you?
East of Toronto,
Okay.
which is, yeah, there's a couple more provinces east than me, like eastern. But,
Okay.
yeah, Quebec is considered east.
Okay. Yeah, Lee's on the total other side. He's Vancouver Island.
Ah,
We got the whole spread of Canada here.
Yeah.
And then this lowly Southern American.
Never been out west, actually. The further west I've been was Kamloops and Banff. That was it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But I was what, 17 years ago.
Okay.
It was nice.
Yeah, it's like, from what I remember.
Oh yeah, well yeah. I was not drinking at the time, so
Yeah. Life was a little different.
yeah.
I was telling Lee back in 2016, I made my way up to Vancouver, and it was a pretty fun trip. So I was able to get up to Whistler for some mountain biking.
Oh
So,
wow.
so I lucked out. There was a work conference that was in Vancouver, and so work paid for my flight and my lodging, and then I had something else down in Texas 4 days after that conference ended. So work was just like, dude, just stay up in Vancouver and then fly down there. I was like, okay, I guess I will.
No thanks.
Yeah. So I legit rented a car and I drove up to Whistler for 2 days. It was exciting.
Nice.
I didn't get to visit Lee because I didn't know Lee then. I know Lee now. So,
I did that in Germany. We they flew us out, two of us, for like a 2-hour interview, and we spent 2 days there. Well, the plan was to have us 2 days there, but we took 4 annual leaves each, so they paid for flights. We did the job the first day and enjoyed the other 5 days in Germany.
that's exciting.
Yeah, it was fun. Oh, 10 hours of push-ups left.
Oh, I saw that. I need to get on. I haven't done any this weekend. He's not been totaling the points, so I don't know what's going to happen. I need to finish this ride, and I need to bust out some, or else I'm going to lose my lead. Especially
Where are you
if
at
end up
now?
with the triple. I'm at
Oh, I will
450.
get it.
450 points, and I haven't done a single one, so I need to bust out like at least 100 or two tonight.
Oh my god.
So, yeah, but I only get half points, so
That's the thing.
it's just like so. But
So I hope he does
that's what
that
makes it
every
fun.
weekend. That'll keep
Yeah.
that interesting.
Yeah, because I do most of my workouts during the week, and so that's when I do that, like, that 200 day where I do the bike ride and I do push-ups. But I don't do that on the weekend, so it just keeps me honest. So, what I need to do is I need to do push-ups in front of the couch when the wife's in the room. She likes that.
Oh, does she?
She does.